Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MindMesh podcast. My name is Chayton.
And I'm Fish.
And we have a very special guest today joining us from the reaches of the internet. His name is Elijah.
He's like Edward Snowden. We
like
don't know his location.
Yeah,
He's just coming to us remotely.
Yeah, we don't know his location. He's joined us from his computer.
I can't tell you my location.
What's up?
I can't tell you my location.
I
will tell you. It's dark. It's cold.
He's joining us from a distinct location far off of the U.S. border, to make sure that he gives us a live show. Now, he does not know what topics we're talking about for this episode, but what I will say is that
it'll be a holly jolly time.
It'll be a holly jolly time. Now, Eli, let me ask you something. Are you okay with me asking you anything?
Well, why don't you let Eli introduce himself?
Yeah, Eli introduce yourself. Who are you?
What do you do?
We talked. What's up?
Do you want me to say it in Spanish or
English?
What's your preferred?
In fucking English. Okay, like we've talked about you many times on our podcast. We need to know, who is Eli?
Who is the enigma?
Yeah, who is the enigma that is Eli?
Oh wait, can I burp on this podcast?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah,
bro.
Eli. Okay, Fish does it at least once every podcast or movie talk we do.
You drink. What really makes you burpy, Fisher? I'll answer your question. You just got to answer my questions first.
If it sounds like he's talking to a phone, it's because he is.
I am. I'm talking to a cellular device.
Soda mainly. Soda and alcohol.
Soda and alcohol?
Yeah.
I would say soda. Alcohol doesn't make you burpy. Soda is the thing that really makes your tummy grumble.
It's probably after, because I chase alcohol with soda most of the time. So yeah, it's mainly soda.
Yeah. What about you, Chayton? You're not a big soda drinker, are you?
Honestly, it's soda for me. I don't typically drink soda, but the thing is that as soon as I drink soda, I usually get the hiccups.
Yeah. I've been, you know me, I have a bad habit with Diet Coke. I've been trying to get off of that.
Getting on that aspartame brain, bro.
The whole Diet Coke.
Aspartame brain, dog. Like I seize up, I foam at the mouth. So I've been drinking a lot of Topo Chico and Zevia.
Is the Zevia soda as good as you say it is?
It's delicious. It's changed my entire perception on what can taste good without like a lot of calories. Because the fucking Zevias, they're like, it's stevia, except it's like Zevia.
Yeah, but
it's like the
brand
name.
You take out the T, and that's exactly what the drug is.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. It's like drinking a Tic Tac, I think. I don't know.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So wait, hang on. What was the question you wanted to know about me?
Oh,
yeah. We just wanted you. We were waiting for an introduction.
Yeah, we want to know who the fuck Eli is.
Oh yeah. Well, my name's Eli.
Yeah.
You can call me Elijah. You can call me Eli.
Yeah, if you call him Elijah, be ready for a sucker punch to the jaw. We've all gotten one.
Why is that?
What do you mean? Why is that?
He does sake reviews.
Yeah, he's a sake. He does sake.
I'm known for my sake reviews.
He really loves the Japanese culture.
Yes, I'm learning katakana.
What is that?
I'm learning katakana. It's a dialect in Japan where they use a lot of what's the word? Like words that they got from other languages.
I'm really glad. I'm really glad you're learning these things, Eli.
Don't expect me
I didn't know you'd learn that in culinary school.
Yeah, I didn't know you would learn that.
Yeah, neither did I.
He still hasn't given us an introduction to who he is.
Yeah, I'm in culinary school.
Yeah,
that's a good. I'm currently learning how to manage a restaurant by going to culinary school, and that's it.
Okay, awesome. What?
I'm an Aries. I'm an Aries. But I'm one of those weird people that's like 2 days from being a Taurus.
Don't worry.
2 or 3 days.
I'm in the same boat except for whatever astrology symbol comes before me. I don't actually remember.
Oh, who gives a shit? It's all fake.
Oh my god. I mean, I agree.
But that's not controversial to say.
I mean, I agree. So, okay, now that you've given your introduction, I have one simple question to ask you.
Yes.
What is the worst Christmas present you've ever been given?
You know, okay, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Okay.
Man, that's a hard one. See,
Yeah.
I'm one of those kids. I'm typically very grateful for whatever I get for Christmas.
Well, okay,
Like,
let me stop you real quick and let me just tell you, this is our Christmas/New Year's episode. So,
oh, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to anyone asking. It's weird because our Christmas New Year's episode falls
Happy
right
Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever your respective holiday
See,
is.
I don't know the dates of that, but what I know is that this.
I know it's in December.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas. Only Christmas. Remember the reason for the season.
It's not Xmas. Remember,
it's not Xmas. It's Christmas here.
Well, no,
here in the south end of the border.
What was that? What I was gonna say is that this episode falls right after Christmas, but right before New Year's, unless you're listening on YouTube. If that case, you're listening on New Year's. You're listening in 2020 right now. But the thing is that it's kind of weird for the sole fact that we're recording this in a different year than everyone else listening, but we're also recording it in a sense of like we're talking about a year that's not happening yet.
Yeah, no.
So it's
we don't know what.
We're talking about a year that's full of fresh starts, that's full of fresh insights in a sense. It's full of fresh ideas. And my question is I guess it's a question of what do you wish would happen?
What do you mean
in the new year?
Are you essentially asking our New Year's resolutions like in a
actually
way?
We'll talk about this in the second segment of the podcast. But what I want to know right now is, Eli, what is your worst Christmas gifts you can ever expect to get?
You beat around the bush. You didn't answer my question.
No, I'm not beating around the bush. What I'm asking is I asked that as a sense of enticing the viewer to keep listening. That's what I'm asking. Right now, I want to know.
That's what he's doing. He's pulling them in.
Yeah, I'm making a trailer. I'm making something that entices the viewer to keep listening past our ad spot. Right now, I want to know what in the world entices you.
At least he's honest.
Yeah,
he's giving the worm a wiggle.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing.
I want to know what's the worst Christmas gift you've ever been gifted.
Oh, okay. Well, I've thought about it, and I'm keeping it on the subject of sodas because that just
Wait,
so
you've
happens.
Been gifted fucking sodas for Christmas?
Hang on, let me elaborate.
Okay, go for it.
So, I don't know. I think I was probably like 12. I was sometime in middle school.
Okay.
And my big sister, getting ahead of myself. I was a very big fan of Mountain Dew.
Okay. Yeah.
Back in my childhood, and I'm not talking about like that stupid fucking green shit. Okay,
you're talking about all the exclusive flavors like Blue Voltage.
Baby.
Fucking
exactly. That's the exact one I got for Christmas. It was the Blue Voltage Mountain Dew. It was a 12-pack of Blue Voltage Mountain Dew. Wasn't even wrapped.
Wait, that makes zero sense.
Your sister just got you a 12-pack of soda.
Yeah, you walk up to the Christmas tree and all you see under the tree is a 12-pack of Voltage Mountain Dew, not wrapped at all.
Yeah. My sister was like, "Yeah, hey, this is yours. I know you like Mountain Dew." And you know what? In retrospect, it sucked. But at the time, as a middle schooler getting his own 12-pack of sodas,
you were hype as fuck, weren't you?
I was hype as fuck. I grew up with 3 other siblings.
Okay.
So I bet sodas fucking went quick as.
Yeah, is that why you started drinking diet sodas? Is because you got so many soda gifts as a kid for Christmas?
I think that was only
because
once.
I was getting fat as fuck. That's why.
Okay.
I was a fat kid.
So that was the worst Christmas gift you ever got.
In retrospect.
Okay.
But at the time, it was really fucking cool because like I said, I was a middle schooler.
You were super
I had
into
an
Mountain
entire
Dew.
12-pack. Yeah. And it was awesome. I think there's a photo of it somewhere on Facebook, somewhere in the metadata of Facebook.
In the
You can
metadata.
find it.
It's been deleted now, but if you look through the code of Facebook, you'll find it.
Surely. Have you guys, this goes kind of off subject, but have you guys ever just looked like you guys were on forums and stuff like on websites like in the early 2010s, right?
No.
Not really.
No?
Not really. I didn't discover it until I started hanging out with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's the metadata of like websites are fucking weird.
Oh yeah, no.
man,
If you're
'cause, like,
actually
sometimes-
looking into the coding of websites, yeah, no, absolutely, it's insane. There's no way to describe
even
it.
weirder stuff.
Yeah.
The even weirder stuff.
Did you
when
watch the same
find stuff
Silk
that-
Road documentary that I did
What's that?
on? It
What's
was,
Silk Road?
There's no way to explain it.
you know it. You showed me the Silk Road.
Oh, like the deep web stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I know all about that.
that's all I was gonna say about the subject. Okay. What I was actually gonna ask Fish, what's the worst Christmas present you've ever given or ever been gifted? I guess is the way I should word it.
That's a good question too. What's the worst one you've ever given to?
Oh yeah, what's the worst Christmas gift you think you've ever given?
Sex.
Because no, I have a good answer for that too.
For the first one you asked, I'm similar to Eli. I mean, I feel like most people are like this. They're grateful for what they get.
Yeah.
But what I hate, and you talked about this before the podcast, getting clothes that you know you really won't wear.
I mean, that's literally my worst Christmas gift is clothes.
Yeah, because
I can definitely think of like clothing that I never wore.
Yeah, no, because it's one of those things where like you get a gift card or anything like that, and it's like, oh, I can put that towards something I actually want. But if you get clothes, it's one of those stigmas where if you get like a sweater or a t-shirt or pants or anything like that, if you didn't send it to that specific family member to be like, hey, this is what I want, you run the 50-50 chance of being like, oh, I would literally never wear this in my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
It's just,
I would rather get fancy socks than like
same
a fleece shirt.
Well,
that
the
I'll never
difference
wear.
is
I'd rather
socks.
just get like a $10 fucking like Burger King gift card.
Yeah, no. Well, that's what I was saying. It's like I would rather get a gift card than clothes because, like, well, in Eli's sense, if it's socks, you can hide socks with pants.
Oh
but
yeah,
if it's a shirt, you
I've
can't
learned-
hide that much.
I used to be picky about socks as like, I guess as like a high schooler. I used to just like low cut socks.
Black socks.
Low cut
Yeah,
black
low-cut
socks.
socks.
Well,
and, like-
it's a thing of like I don't like wearing white socks anymore. I'm not a huge fan of wearing that.
I
I'd say
used to
they're-
be that way, but in the past, like since I've gotten to college, I've just learned to fucking like any sort of sock because I fucking don't know. I don't know how I fucking lose so many fucking socks.
Yeah.
But
I mean, literally, there's one of my drawers in my dresser that if you open it, it's 3/4 of it is all socks lined to the brim to the point where it's hard to close it, and the other it's 3/4 socks, and then the other 1/4 is straight underwear.
yeah,
But if you look at the 3/4, it's so packed to the brim. It's just like how do you choose what socks you wear? And to me, I've gotten to the point where I have so many designs and so many colors where I can just say it doesn't matter.
You know, I'm gonna be the one to say it.
Yeah, what's up?
be the one to say it, Eli.
I think there's an oversaturation of fancy socks in the U.S. market. right now.
I agree, but I will be damn sure to wear every single one of them.
I mean, I only have
actually-
like 2 or 3 pairs of like really fancy socks that I like.
Well,
to
I
wear.
think fancy is a term to say that they
I'm
have
talking-
designs.
Yeah, no, I mean like the pattern
Yeah,
ones that.
something other than black or white or gray.
Yeah,
You know, that's the socks I go after. I have several pairs of black socks. I have 0 white socks. But my rule of thumb is like I want the fancy shit.
Yeah,
That's always what I go for. But
I actually counted my socks like a day or two ago.
you counted
Like
your
how many-
socks?
I mean, I was like, I was doing the logistics of my clothing.
Well, you
And
counting out how many times you can wear the same outfit before you have to wash your clothes? Because I do that.
listen,
Yeah, what's up?
no, I'm not that crazy. I'm not that crazy.
Whoa, you saying you're not as
But-
crazy as me? what are you trying to say here?
Maybe no, but
Ooh, you're riding on
I have,
thin
20
fucking
I have-
wires, dude.
I have 28 pairs of socks.
He knows the
I
exact
have
number
28.
of how many socks he owns.
I have 28 pairs of socks.
Okay.
But the thing is I have 7 pairs of underwear.
7 pairs of
So
underwear.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. The thing is that I have so many socks. I'm looking at my drawer right now.
What's kind of
And
sad is
there's
I'm
the-
in the exact same boat
so
as him.
question, Eli, like, what is your preferred underwear? Like boxer briefs, boxers.
I know what he's
Is
gonna
it-
say.
or
Why are
are
you
they-
asking this? I
Are
literally
they were they also like specifically like? Do you? I know you have stuff like MeUndies. Have you gotten to that point where like that's what you want, like specifically, or
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
literally,
only
that's
want
where I'm
MeUndies.
at. As soon as you order a pair of MeUndies, sponsor us, please. But as soon as you order
Yeah.
one of those, it's like that's all you want in life.
really?
Yeah, no.
It's so good.
I haven't tried them, so I don't know. I fucking
The hype's real. I'm one of the people that I haven't bought a pair of MeUndies in a while, but the ones that I've had for a while now, like they've kept up. Like I'm one of those people that can say like in the long run, MeUndies has definitely been my favorite pair of underwear.
Oh yeah, no,
And
because
they still hold up. The colors don't fade.
This
They
is
don't
really-
stretch.
this is a sponsored spot. Like this is literally the best fucking ad that MeUndies could ever hope for, and they're not even paying us right now. Because I'm in the
yeah,
I'm
the
lit.
socks are just as good too.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same exact boat. It's like it's quality stuff.
really.
Yeah,
You
No.
guys are convincing me to like get some MeUndies now.
yeah, no, because if my
They're pretty
grandparents,
expensive. It's a good investment.
yeah, no, it's a good
but
investment, and it's one of those things where it's like almost a slow growth type deal. Where if like you
That's
buy,
what stopped me is like I know they're a bit pricey.
Yeah,
but
they're
I know that's-
pricey, but the
it's
thing
for
is
the
that-
quality.
yeah, it's for the quality, and the thing is that you're not replacing your entire wardrobe with one pair. It's one of those things where you buy a pair to replace a pair of what you already own, and slowly but surely you'll be taking away all of your old stuff to replace it with the new stuff.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
get what
exactly.
you're saying.
And I just wish that's what my grandparents did when they ordered me clothes.
Just got you MeUndies.
Yeah, no, if they got me MeUndies or like a clothing brand that I actually wore. Because the thing is I go to all these family Christmas events and I'll go in and they'll give me a present and I know exactly what it is because they've learned that like they'll get me clothes, but they never see me wear them. So it's gotten to the point where I'll get a Christmas present and it's like a sweater or a t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt. But if you look at the bottom of the bag, you see the receipt. And it's just like
Mm.
and what they do is they go over and they touch me on the shoulder or they talk to me across the room. They're like, if you don't like it, you can return it. That's literally what I've heard for the past 7 to 8 years of my life. If it's like you
Well, at
don't
least
like
they give
it,
you that option.
yeah, you don't like it, you can return it and get something you actually would wear. And I just
I've never been given that option.
like, I love the fact that I've given that
Same.
option, but I've never wanted to put the effort into.
Huh, now you've given me a chore, Grandma.
Yeah.
Now I don't like your
Yeah,
shit.
no-
and now I got
And now I
send
like it
back.
even less because now you've given me an obstacle. It's either I wear this.
You've given me an option.
Yeah, it's you've given me this clothing that I will never wear, or I can go to the store and actually find the thing I want.
It also
But-
feels like it's a little disingenuous. Like it's like, I know you probably won't like this.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here, it's technically a gift card in a sense if you really think about it.
just get a gift card then, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like, why wouldn't you just give me a gift card to the store? If you don't think I'll actually like it, then give me a gift card in the sense of, oh, now you can actually get something you'll wear.
But I guess in the long run, you like.
Well,
we're-
it's
we're-
also one of those things where I feel like a lot of people fit into that subject of if they get clothes in general for Christmas, it's a very touchy subject.
yeah,
Because unless you're like very closely related to that person,
Mm.
you know
Mhm.
what they wear, but only you only know what they wear to family events.
Which means like super nice clothes. And
Yeah. Well, it's not even super nice clothes, but it's just something different from the typical style.
Well, I just mean more casual and not like.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. But yeah, no, it's more typical than you would typically think. But okay, Eli, Fish, I have one question for you. Do you know what an ad break is? Look, Fish, I need to know something. I need to know. Have you
What?
heard?
Yeah.
You have?
I
Are
maybe,
you sure?
Possibly. You can tell me though.
Have you heard of Anchor?
Like the thing that's on like boats.
No. Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. I'll let you explain. You said you knew about it.
Oh yeah. I remember now.
Okay.
It's free.
It's free?
Yeah, there's
Like
free-
absolutely free, no charge.
no charge.
Uh-huh.
There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer
Wait, phone? You can just pull out your phone
and edit your podcast right from it and
That's
record it.
wild. That's absolutely wild. What else does it do?
Well, you can distribute your podcast, or Anchor will distribute your podcast for you.
Where?
So it can be heard on Spotify,
Spotify?
Apple Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts?
and anywhere else. Many more.
Wait, so like Google Podcasts and all of those, you can hear it using
yeah.
Anchor? Oh my, really? What else do they do?
You can make money from your own podcast with no minimum listenership.
No minimum listenership? Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
man.
You can just make money from making a podcast? I
Yeah,
didn't know
man.
you could do that.
It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
Wait, so you're telling me that if our listeners want to make a podcast, all they have to do is download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get started and make their own podcast?
Yes, that's all they have to do is
That's all they have to
download
do?
the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
That's absolutely wild. What a great steal.
What a great steal.
And we're back.
Oh my.
This is Eli, the Eli Sellers, and I'm here with my guests, Chayton and Fisher.
Give your
Thank
your
you
address
so
while we're
much.
at it.
Thank you so much.
5'7".
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much for having us on your podcast,
Yeah,
Eli.
thank you for having us on your podcast.
No, thank you. Thank you for being here.
We're such appreciative guests. We you know, in our own podcast, we've talked about you so much. It's so crazy that you invited us on your own podcast.
Yeah, I know it's a huge honor for
I know
you both to be
Elijah
here,
Cast has
so-
blown up.
Yeah, Legcast has really blown
It
up on the
really
marketplace.
has.
It's insane how quickly your audience
I'm
grew.
actually on Spotify now.
Oh, really? You're on Spotify now? That's insane.
Are you also
It's
sponsored
really
by
not that
Anchor?
hard.
Yeah, are you also sponsored by Anchor?
I'm sponsored by their cousin.
What's your cousin?
I don't fucking know. I don't want
Boat.
to finish that joke.
Yeah, no, it's like chain or boat or something connected to an anchor. That's it. That's the whole joke.
Just so the audience knows,
Yeah. What?
I have
Uh-huh.
I have Tourette's.
Oh my-
So if you hear like a funny noise,
I
that's just my
wait.
mind.
Have we actually
going
told them that
haywire.
before in a previous episode?
I don't know if we have told him that.
Why are you telling them? Why are you telling these people my business?
We're not telling you your business. We just have so many crazy.
Sensitive topic.
We have so many crazy Eli stories where it's like it might be thrown into the mix at some point.
I don't think
What's
it
one
has
crazy
though.
Eli story?
What do you mean?
What,
Every
what's an
Eli
What's
story.
an Eli story that we've told?
Every Eli
I'm not
story.
a crazy Eli.
You're not a. Yeah, that's an understatement.
Oh yeah.
Crazy is a synonym for Eli.
Eli Bones.
What?
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, socks.
What's your
Socks are
favorite
pretty
brand of
cool.
What's your favorite brand of jacket, Eli? I know it's probably Carhartt.
Why'd you have to answer?
know-
Why'd you have to answer the question?
I don't know. I just wanted to.
I have some bad news about that Carhartt.
What
Okay.
happened?
So
What happened
if
to
the
it?
audience,
Wait, give some.
if the audience doesn't know,
Yeah, give us a little
I have this
backstory.
special Carhartt jacket. This very special Carhartt jacket that I've had since 2015, 2016.
2015,
It's been
I
a
think.
while.
It's been like since we've been friends in high school.
Yeah, it's been a while, but
Yeah, no, that thing's been with me through thick and thin. I think it's caught on fire one time. It's pretty rugged. It's not like torn to shreds and shit. It looks it people would call it vintage. I could sell it on eBay easily for like $200.
Yeah, be like, oh, this is a 1950s.
Carhartt jacket.
Like not
Yeah.
even that, just like, oh, people love that antique looking shit. And like, the workman look never falls into obscurity. Everyone
Yeah.
always likes the workman look.
But
No,
what?
agreed.
But what happened to the
But-
jacket?
I think I've outgrown it.
What? Like
I
you?
think I finally outgrown it.
Wait a second.
Like
You
an
haven't-
actually? Like you've outgrown the style, or you've like physically outgrown it?
No, like physically, like I'm too tall for
Wait
it.
a
Like,
second.
Well, damn.
In the
That's a
4
sad-
years that I've known you, you haven't grown a single inch.
That's
What do you?
not true. I think
I know.
Eli's grown.
No.
I'm probably in my waistline. No, but like, but I don't know. In like the past like month, I think I've just grown like an extra inch or two.
His Eli's arms are 5 inches longer than they were at the beginning of the year. All you can imagine is
It's all that Zevia. It's all
like
that
this is an
Zevia and
over
Topo
exaggeration,
Chico
but
and vegan.
Eli's 5 foot tall, but his arms are also 5 foot tall. So-
Dude, I saw somebody at work that like fit that description perfectly just a couple days ago. That
Okay.
shit sucked.
Eli, I have a very specific question to ask you. Okay, can you answer it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad.
Another one.
I'm glad you said yes.
What's
I
my
get
blood
answers,
type?
but
Sure.
that, besides knowing the questions,
Yeah.
what is your typical New Year's tradition? He's gonna say he likes being alone.
I don't mean to answer for you, but I mean last year me and him played Red Dead at my grandparents' house.
That shit. If there's a tradition, it's literally that. I don't think I had a tradition up until about 2 years ago when
We also
me and Fisher and all of our friends from
just high school, and
just our
whatnot.
hometown would come and hang out at his grandparents' place. Like they would leave for some. They would just disappear. He'd
They-
never tell me where the fuck they
Well,
went.
they
He was
always-
like,
they
"Yeah, we could
always
use their house
go-
for the
Yeah,
weekend."
They
they're-
always go on like a trip during Christmas.
The first time we went, I thought they were dead upstairs, and that's like I
Oh
don't
my
know why.
God.
I just
What's
knew in the
wrong
back-
with you?
I'm just thinking shit, dog. Like you always got to keep all options open.
Well, no, I was literally about to say, like, my family doesn't have a New Year's tradition in the sense, like, our I guess our New Year's tradition is more. Well, no, it's one of those things that, like, we just stayed up. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you just
mean,
look at
that's
the
what
stupid thing called
I
the clock bell.
The ball.
What is it? Yeah, the
New
ball.
Year's
watching the ball drop.
See, I
Yeah.
don't even know what the fuck falls.
Here's a good story me and Eli can tell because it's
Yeah.
one of my favorite like it was Christmas New Year's time. I think it was actually New Year's Eve. We were in high school and GTA 5 had just came out and
Yeah.
we were watching the ball drop and everything, and then after that we got on GTA Online and the Christmas event was still going on. And I
Oh, it was like snowing and shit, right?
yeah, and this dude way back when you could still hack money on there. He just came to us and said, "Hey," he joined our party, and said, "Hey, we can give you, or I can give you like $1 billion or however much on GTA
It
Online."
was a stupid amount. It was like $4 billion per.
Yeah, we both got like $4 billion, and I just remember distinctly playing with this kid for a minute, and he got really annoying, and I just kicked him from the party after giving us
Yeah,
$4
like
billion.
as soon as he gave us the money.
Like the only.
as soon as he gave us the money, he like hawked a loogie into the mic. Like, yeah, there it is. And I was like, what the? Like me and him just looked at each other. We were sitting across from
Yeah, we had two
we had two
TVs,
setups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
two Xboxes,
And we just looked
everything.
at each other, and then I don't know who clicked the kick button, but
One of us
it just
did.
kind of happened, and then we laughed hysterically.
Well, no, what I was like the only distinct memory that I have from New Year's, and I think it's the only time this has happened. It was the only time we actually invited people over to our house for New Year's. And
Mhm.
it was like our closest friends that also oddly had the same like age siblings as myself and my older sister.
Yeah,
Like it was kind of odd how it worked out. It was like mom, dad, sister that was the same age as my older sister, and then a brother that was the same age as me. Like it was that kind of odd dynamic where everything just kind of synced up that way.
Synchronicities in life.
Yeah. And all I remember from that night is the fact that me and the boy from this family had a chili had a chili dog eating competition.
Of course, a fucking chili dog eating contest.
Yeah, that's just a new
a
Fucking
fucking
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Did you want to play Sonic
A
the
fucking
Hedgehog
course.
after?
And nothing says Happy New Year's like a Sonic reference.
Yeah, no. So all I remember is the fact that literally it wasn't even a competition. It was just like, oh, I've had this many chili dogs. And then,
It's pure sin.
yeah, and then he would come back and be
You
like,
guys are just savoring the fact, the gluttony.
yeah, and
The gluttony.
he was just like, yeah, I've had 2 more than you. And it was just like this constant back and forth. That's the only memory of New Year's I have. And the weirdest part is that was the first New Year's that I didn't last until it actually changed over. I ate so many chili dogs it put me into a food coma like an hour before New Year's actually happened.
You got the fucking itis. Who eats chili dogs? Who prepares chili dogs for New Year's?
I don't know.
If there's one tradition.
That was literally the one
there's
time that
one
my family
tradition-
ever did chili dogs.
True, yeah.
It was
Sure,
the
okay.
weirdest thing. Like we've never done that. But then that one year, because we had guests, who was like, yeah, let's go buy a shrimp ring and chili dogs. That'll make sense.
What the fuck?
Well,
Yeah, so
okay. To make it all better, we also had
tradition-
Velveeta cheese dip and tortilla chips. So, we had the whole assortment going on.
your sins have been absolved.
The spread, as
Yeah.
you could say.
The spread. I think, okay, now back to tradition.
Yeah.
I mean, my family, we've never necessarily had like a tradition per se, other than making specific kinds of foods and, watching the ball drop. I remember watching my mom take a tequila shot like one time.
Okay.
We were never like a party family. I think we played Cards Against Humanity one year, a couple years back. And that was pretty fun. But then I grew up and I started hanging out with people during New Year's, specifically Fisher, like at his grandparents. Before hanging out at Fisher's grandparents' house, I never did anything for New Year's.
Well, no, yeah, it's one of those things where I know my family celebrated New Year's in like quotation marks. Like we stayed up, we watched the ball drop. Like we all stayed up in a sense to just watch it drop, but we never celebrated it in a sense. Like it was really weird. Like me and my sister would stay up to watch TV, to watch the ball drop. But then like my mom would leave and then my dad would also leave. But it was like they weren't leaving to go to bed. It was just like my dad went to the kitchen to get a snack for 5 hours. And then my mom would just go to her bedroom to watch the ball drop on her own time.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom would be
I don't
in
know
the
why you're
kitchen,
saying it like
and
that's
we
literally
just-
what it was. I was a kid. I was walking around the house. That's literally what I saw.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like a celebration.
Yeah, no, my dad
Like, it
would
was
just-
it's just like, oh, look at what's on the TV.
Yeah, my dad would be in
Hey,
the
there's
kitchen
alcohol.
eating grilled cheese and tomato soup. My mom would be in her bedroom watching the ball drop, and then me and my sister would be in the living room watching the ball drop. And then once the ball actually dropped, you just hear throughout my whole house, Happy New Year's, even though we all weren't together. It would make zero
Yeah.
sense whatsoever.
It's weird. There's really, I mean, what are real traditions for New
Yeah,
Year's?
no.
other than, like,
Well, the
getting drunk
typical
and
New
food?
Year's tradition is the whole kissing at New Year's, like kissing into the new year type deal.
I'm not gonna kiss my dad.
Are you
know,
sure?
I'm not gonna give my
you told me
dad-
that
dad a
personally
big ol'
that
peck.
you kissed your brother, though.
Yeah.
No, I've never said that to you in my life.
That's just
I would never kiss my brother.
that's not true. You told I have
Um,
I have the recording on my phone. Do you want me to play it?
no, please don't.
Do you remember all the Christmas parades that we had to go through in marching band, Eli? Do you?
Yeah, I love that shit. It was
Actually,
my
I was
favorite.
part
We
of
would always
those
play
too.
Angel
What,
Method.
what did you do in marching band?
I mean, I was a trumpet player.
Oh, you were a trumpet player.
you?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. Yeah, no, I was a trumpet player too.
Yeah, no, I was like, so I had me and my friend, and we were always like the alternates between first and second seat. Like it literally depended on the month. It was like, oh, your your first seat this month because you hit this trumpet trill better than this guy, and vice versa type deal. So
Yeah.
I always alternate between first and second seat because I was always like on par with everyone else. So like in Christmas parades, I was either always the one leading the rest of the section or the guy that was next to the guy leading the rest of the section.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
high school came and I said, fuck band. And then I just decided to not do it.
That's when I
Oh,
joined
so you were
back
middle
into
school.
band.
You were like a middle school
Yeah,
band?
middle school band was my cup of tea. Just for the sole fact that I didn't like the idea that I'd have to have PE or physical education all 3 years of my middle school life. But in high school, I only had to do it once. So that was my mentality is like, oh, I did band just for the sole fact that I didn't want to take PE. But then I turned out to be good at band. And then I said, nah, fuck band. I don't want to do that. And
Band should count as PT or PE.
well, no,
As much
literally,
as you do like fucking outdoor shit.
well,
yeah.
no, that was my
Yeah.
sole reason for not doing band in high school.
You didn't want to have to like do all the practices for like
Well,
the
no, it
field
wasn't that.
shit.
I just didn't want to go on the field for football games. I didn't want to have to put on a show.
Yeah,
See,
that shit
I-
sucked.
Because in middle school, like when you went to the football games, you literally marched onto the field to do the national anthem, and then you went back into the stands the entirety of the rest of the game, even through halftime. As soon as high school
Yeah.
came around, not only did you have to do the national anthem, but you had to do a full-on band performance on the field, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
add on to that parades, pep rallies, and all that stuff. Like you didn't have to do that in middle school.
It was so much fun to me
Obligations.
to like doing that, but I also like Eli remembers this. One year we live in a small town or lived in a small town, and our
No, we're still there.
and our band was
We never
incredibly
left.
fucking small. So I was the low brass section, and I played bass guitar. So I was
yeah, that's it.
so
It's pretty cool.
So I was in the pit. So I didn't really have to worry about like doing the routines like Eli did or you had to worry about.
Yeah.
But it was fun for me. I really enjoyed it. And that and pep rallies were super fun.
I will still never forget in middle school band, we had one of those like once we hit that senior show, like final grade of middle school. I don't know what's called in different countries, but in middle school, once we hit our final year of middle school, we had this thing called like senior showcase or whatever, where us as the upperclassmen in the band, we got to choose what songs we wanted to play and to perform.
Would y'all play like little Einsteins or something?
Oh,
Oh, wait, that wasn't a thing in middle school
Okay.
Yeah, no, we played that in high school though.
because we were a bunch of children.
Yeah, no, okay. So we didn't have the money to afford actual sheet music, okay? So
Nice.
what I did was I found a program that changed MIDI music into sheet music. So I got this Superman theme and I turned that into sheet music, and me and my partner, the first and second chair basically, we practiced day in and day out to perform the Superman theme. So, like 2 weeks before the senior showcase, we turned the sheet music into our teacher, and she's looking at it, she's like, these notes don't exist. And we're like, what the fuck do you mean? And she's like, if you can play this, like, I'll know. Like, literally, the sheet music makes no sense.
He just like completely incorrectly like transcribed it.
Yeah, no. And I'm just like, I mean,
Is it like a
I,
fucked up note?
well, no,
C note
the
or
thing is
something?
that they were actual notes. She just said that they made no sense. I was like, can you at least hear us play it? And she's like, sure. So we played it to a T. Like it literally sounded like the Superman theme, like the bum 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 bum. Like literally, it sounded like the Superman theme. We played it for her. We thought we played it perfectly. It sounded good.
Yeah.
Like everyone was staring us in the room, be like, oh, you're playing the Superman theme. And as soon as we finished, she's like, no, that makes no sense. And she made us play it Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Nice.
And we had to learn it in like 2 days before our senior showcase, even though we had practiced like a month for the Superman theme. But we turned it as like, oh, this isn't official sheet music. You made this yourself. You can't play this.
I remember one time, I wasn't in band at this time.
Yeah.
But Eli had and Eli can elaborate. Eli had his band teacher make everyone learn the Skyrim theme.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Listen, I still have a grudge about that shit. No. Okay, that I showed him that music in like 6th grade. Okay.
Okay.
I was so fucking amped because, Skyrim came out in 2011. This is like 2012 or something.
No,
It wasn't back in
was
6th grade.
it was 8th grade because me and you would just
Yeah, it
become
was like 8th grade.
me and you were friends, and Skyrim had just came out.
And I was like, dude, I literally told him, like, this is epic. And I remember the eye roll I saw. Like, I remember him rolling his eyes so hard. And he's like, sure, Eli, we can try it once. And so we played it one time in class, right?
Yeah.
Never touched it again. And for years,
So
I would ask him, "Hey, so when are we gonna play the Skyrim theme song?" And he would go, "Well, I just got to look for it. I just got to look for it." I love the man, but I still hate him to this day for that.
okay. What I was gonna say,
staring at that tiger mural.
I
fucking hate that tiger mural.
I was gonna say I have another very funny story about my whole band class. So the final year of my middle school, my band teacher also became the history teacher because we lost like our 6th grade history teacher. So our band teacher decided to take that role for whatever reason. So of course at this point I'm in 8th grade. So I've gotten to the point where I'm taking band and just saying fuck it. I don't really care anymore. Like I realize that I'm probably one of the best players on the band, but it's like I'm just bored of it in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
there was like a what's the word? I mean, you just needed a higher challenge.
yeah, no. Well, I mean, it's the same. Well, I mean, we can talk about this in a different episode. I mean, I've had several of those vices throughout my life where I've just kind of accepted at a certain point that I need to be challenged more for what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
band was one of those instances. And there was a certain instance in my 8th grade career where I just decided, you know what? Band isn't really for me. And I
started building computers.
No, I didn't start building computers. I just started
doing trigonometry.
I started really pissing off my band teacher.
I did that and I still loved band.
Like, I mean, I still like enjoyed band, but like I hated my teacher because I was like, wow, you're really not teaching me what I need to be taught for band. If that makes any sense. So like there was one point where she literally gave me write-offs, or I forget what they were actually called. Where it's like they gave you a sentence and you had to copy it like 100 times. Like I won't do this. Oh my god,
I have a story to tell you. I'm still pissed off at our fucking band teacher.
Oh no, I did this because at the point she was a history teacher, so she gave me in the first chair at the time, or vice versa. I don't remember what order we were in at the time. She was like, "Okay, you guys keep pissing me off. You have to give me you have to take this history book and write all the titles and chapters and give them to me by the end of class." So we decided to be fucking smartasses and literally take the chapters, and all we did was write the titles and the chapter names. That's all we did. We were like, chapter 1, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Subtitle. Chapter 2, blah blah blah. And that's all we turned in. We turned in the chapters and titles. We didn't write the actual paragraphs or anything like that. We said fuck you, and that's all we turned in. And she just looked at us in disbelief, and we're like, we did exactly what you told us to do.
Wait. And what was the rule? Like, what did she want y'all?
She wanted us to take this history book and write every chapter. That's what she told us to do.
I remember one time.
So that's all we did. We wrote the chapter titles and we wrote the chapter subtitles, and that's what we turned in because that's all she asked for.
You like galaxy brained her, bro.
We big brained her.
I mean, my story is not as intense, but essentially just fucking one day we were getting ready for class and I was tuning my bass while the percussionists were messing around, and I had to fucking sit there and write our band rule book or whatever. like the rules in band, I had to do the same thing that you did.
Wait, you had a rule book?
Yeah, didn't we,
Yeah.
Eli?
Yeah, we did. We would go over it like the first day and then never look at it again.
Yeah.
What?
It's like a code of conduct of like you're not supposed to like play before a band starts.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry
blah,
to say
blah,
we never had that at all.
Yeah, no. And I was literally just tuning my bass, and because my amp was on and it was
Oh.
loud, he made me fucking write that entire day, and it was very upsetting. But that's really the end of my story. I didn't do any smart ass shit. I just did it, and I was pissed off. I did a lot slower.
Honestly, I
where
don't even remember what we did to get in trouble. I think literally we were purposely getting notes wrong and like just squawking the whole class with our trumpets.
Bro.
Now, that's a dickhead move.
Yeah, you deserve that. One more thing
maybe
before we go.
It wasn't that. I think it was the sole fact that we were just playing and she could tell that we didn't practice, and she was like, what's wrong with you two? And we were just like, I don't know. We're just playing the trumpet.
One more thing before we go, and I know Eli remembers this. I remember our teacher calling one of the other trumpet players a cancer to our band.
Oh no, our band teacher got to the point where
it was one of the percussions.
No, are you sure?
Wait, no, it was one of the other trumpet players, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
No, because our band director got so fed up because at the point that we were like, there were no freshmen or anything in our group.
Yeah,
it was all just upperclassmen. And she just got so fed up with dealing with the exact same class every single year because like no one wanted to do with band because we just kept spreading more and more bad rumors about band that she just got so fed up with us that she would just cuss us out.
I think the same thing happened at our school. Band had a bad reputation for some reason. I really enjoyed band. Like we're giving shit to our teacher right now, but it
was a good experience. It's just I feel like I had the wrong teacher for it.
See, I really enjoyed my teacher too. It was just like when you get him pissed off, he would get pissed off at everybody and lash out.
Yeah.
But he was a cool dude. But I don't know. It was funny to see him get mad. It just sucked when he got mad at you.
That's very true.
Well, okay. I'm just going to say this. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's to one and all. I'm glad you could join us for this special edition of the MindMesh podcast.
This Eli Christmas special.
The Eli Christmas special of the MindMesh podcast.
Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you.
Hope to be back soon for next year.
We've talked about him so much, we just figured you guys would want to hear the man himself. But for now...
The ice is broken.
But for now, my name's Chayton.
And I'm Fish.
And...
I'm Eli.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time.
In 2020.
Well, I mean, it's technically already 2020. Yeah, it's kind of because like when this is posted, it's like the Monday we post this is after Christmas, but then on YouTube, it'll be New Year's. It'll be 2020.
That's fair.
So at any point that you listen to this, I hope you're having a good old time.